What's up everybody, this is TAETRO and today I want to go over how to create a simple loop pedal setup in Ableton Live. Let's go check it out. Okay, first things first, if you enjoy live electronic music performances, tutorials, and free sound packs, be sure to subscribe to this channel down below. You can also find me over on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up with all the daily content. I post 2 new videos every week and I take suggestions for new videos from the comments down below, so be sure to leave one if you have a suggestion. The first thing we'll need for this looping setup is a MIDI controller that has a port for either a sustain or a foot switch. The 3 controllers I have are the Launchkey 61, the APC 40, and the Ableton Push. All 3 of these controllers have ports for foot switches. And of course we'll need the foot switch. Any generic sustain pedal will work. Start by plugging your foot switch into your controller. Then plug your controller into your laptop. Since the Ableton Push has some of these features automatically mapped, I'm going to switch to the Launchkey 61 so we can custom map it. To set up the controller, go to Live, Preferences, and then find your controller in the list of control surfaces. You'll notice that for the Launchkey, I need to set up the in control and the regular controller, as if it were 2 control surfaces. Then make sure that both track and remote are switched on for the inputs and the outputs of the controller. Remote is what allows us to custom map the controller. We can tell Ableton is receiving MIDI from our controller if when we hit the foot switch, the light illuminates in the top right corner. To start custom mapping, click on the MIDI button in the top right hand corner. You'll notice everything turns blue. Now click on the Session Record button, which is what we will map our foot switch to. When you tap the foot switch after clicking on the button, it will MIDI map that button to the foot switch. Click off MIDI to exit custom MIDI mapping. Now your foot switch will launch or record the selected clip in an armed track. Press the foot switch again to loop the clip back around. It's important to note here that the global launch quantization is set to 1 bar, which means every time I want to launch, record, or play a clip, it will start on beat 1. This can be especially handy when playing things like drum loops that require both hands. I was able to record that clip seamlessly by using the pedal. Now if I hold the pedal down and the track remains armed, I can overdub. A custom mapping that I recommend is being able to arm your tracks from your controller. So I set the track select buttons on the launch key to now be the track arm buttons. Another important note is that my record arm is set to exclusive. You can change this under preferences, which means that only one track can be armed at a time. Arming a new track will disarm the old track. Another custom mapping you might consider are the scene up and down buttons, which will allow you to select different clip slots in a track. Now if we plug in an audio interface like the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, that little red box there, we'll be able to plug instruments into our computer and loop those. So I'm going to try that with some guitar. I enjoy using this setup rather than Looper because it allows me to create different tracks for overdubs and having control over each and every overdub. So that's how you create a simple loop pedal setup in Ableton Live. What do you think? Do you have a way of looping things that's a little different, or did you agree with this way? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this tutorial, give it a thumbs up, but also share it to a friend who might find it helpful. If you enjoy live electronic music performances, tutorials, and free sound packs, be sure to subscribe to this channel. This has been TAETRO. Have a good one.